Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Clark and Fullerton here. Yeah, Lincoln Park, Chicago. Hey, there's the last of the Christmas trees here. We got December 20th, 2024. It's about 35 degrees. Let me see if I can get my glove on my hand here. I had a few little trouble getting the live started. I noticed last night when I was trying to film the snow, that was all, the screen was all messed up because of the snow. I couldn't stream because the snow was messing with the signal, and then I kept switching back from TikTok to YouTube, and then I would go from the YouTube app to Streamlabs. Well, it messed up my key there. Hey, how's it going, Anita? So we got it back here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for finding me here on YouTube with the Lunch Bunch. We'll see if people, anybody wants to tune in today. I know I missed it yesterday. Thanks for letting me spend time with my work colleagues at Christmas lunch there. We did all kinds of Christmas parties and things like that. Anita, I hope you're having a good day there. And at least we know this is working. Yeah, it's so frustrating when all that pretty snow was falling last night. I tried to film it, and it was snowing so hard that it messed with my signal. Look, they're working on, and we got a strike. There's a lot of strike activity that's happening around the holidays. It's not just these guys. We saw the guys in the Gold Coast. I wonder if they're striking for the construction company there. We'll just film them across the way there. See, we're gonna walk down Fullerton. Hey, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're gonna have a good holidays there. See, Raffling Construction. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. See, look, they got the fat cat. The greedy people. How you doing there? Hey, how you doing there? Yeah, how you doing there? Keep up the good work there. I support you guys there. That's good. I'm on YouTube. People are saying good job. And so here, yeah, they got the fat cat. Look, they're squeezing the workers there. That's good. So here, we'll continue to go down here, and we'll see if anybody tunes in here. Church of Our Savior. Look, a new parish center is coming soon. A new community parish center here, and we'll keep you update on the progress it is. But yeah, Anita, let me make sure that oh, there goes John James. Okay, good. So here, we'll keep going. I didn't know if I set up the live right. Again, I woke up early this morning and it was pretty snow. It was really early. I hadn't taken a shower, and by the time I got ready for work, even though I was working from home, the snow stopped. And see how it mostly melted? It kind of turned to a rain. Even right now, it's trying to snow, but it's kind of a wintry mix. We're actually above freezing. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get some nice big snowflakes during this live. But we got pretty snow at the beginning of my live yesterday, but then my signal cut out, and it was so frustrating. We had 500 people in the TikTok, and then it was cutting in and out. I probably should have just kept going with it. It eventually came back, and we were able to continue the TikTok. Lessons learned. But hey, Laura, how you doing there? Tara, thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, we're on Fullerton here. I'm working from home today. It's a little windy. We walked by the guys doing the strike there. We might see them on the way back there where the Cynical, they're striking, I guess, on the construction company. You see Amazon. There's some Amazon people striking associated with the Teamsters. Oh, there goes the police. They just turned on the light there. I guess they got a call. And I think some Starbucks, not only here but around the nation, are starting to strike. And so this active period of strike activity for these big giant corporations, billionaires that influence Washington, D.C. and cause government shutdowns. You know who I'm talking about, MUSK. But isn't it eerie that I'm critical of that guy, and then even other social media platforms are so scared of that guy, they'll ban me talking about Elon Musk because they want his money too. Hey, how you doing there, Laura? Yeah, everything's covered in snow in Michigan. Yeah, Starbucks employees in Chicago are going on strike. I read that too. And I'll give you, I'm about to head out of town for Texas, but if it's still going on when I go back, I'm not planning on going downtown until tomorrow when I catch the Amtrak to start to meet my father downstate Illinois, and we'll start our drive to Texas. The forecast for Texas looks pretty not too bad, like 60s and 70s. So even though this snow looked pretty yesterday, I'm ready to get into some warmer weather there and maybe do some lives there from the Woodlands, downtown Houston, or Spring, Texas, or we might get to the Gulf Coast, Galveston. If we can get to Galveston, Galveston has beautiful housing. As you know, we'll get down towards Corpus Christi. Maybe we'll see how the weather goes. And I want to go back to my sister's house for Christmas and New Year's. Usually New Year's they light off a bunch of fireworks. Pete from Hazlet, Michigan there. He talked about him on his own network. Good. Stick it to him. You know, I got rid of my ex because I just didn't want the propaganda. You know, isn't it amazing? On one end, Congress wants to ban a social media platform. This one, which probably, or not this one, TikTok, not YouTube, TikTok. But then Elon bought X, and then he makes sure his tweets go viral every time. They probably would anyway, because, you know, he's a billionaire rock star there, Elon Musk. But he's saying all kinds of weird things, factual inaccuracies. And he's supporting like neo-Nazi parties in Germany. Did you see that? Elon Musk is like saying, you know, all these guys aren't that bad. Come on, you know, this has got to stop. But I'll get off of this. I know people don't want me to talk about politics. I feel so like I'm in a straitjacket. All I want to do is talk about, you know, look, the stock market's up 800 points today because the market's convinced there's not going to be a government shutdown. You know, it's sold off because of the Fed. It's really not selling off because of the government shutdown, because every time they do this, it's all bluffing. I think that right now they're trying to pass 3 separate bills to split out the debt ceiling from the rest of funding the government. They'll find some way to patch it through. If they don't get it done by midnight tonight, I'm sure they'll do it over the weekend. But who knows what's going to happen. Mojave Desert, Dad, D. Mike, how you doing there? Yeah. Yeah, all those people kiss up to him, I know. It gets old. But hey, thanks for tuning in there. Welcome to Chicago. We're heading down Fullerton here. We'll just head over to Lincoln. I'm going to stop at the grocery store on the way back just to pick up some last minute items. But that won't be until 1 o'clock. I always forget how loud these major corridors like Fullerton and Lincoln and Halstead are with the big trucks and stuff. It just makes so much noise. And why do I talk so loud? I'm always talk over the truck noise and sirens and wind. Hey, the sidewalk. What happened to the sidewalk here? Got to step down in the muck here. Yeah, we walk on the wild side. I was in this Gemini. Yeah, I walked up to him. Yeah, Astor Street. Yeah, that's great. This Gemini's great. Yeah, he films in HD, 60 frames per second. He's much more successful than I am on YouTube because the quality of his videos are better. Usually he doesn't talk over his videos. And so, yeah, this Gemini, yeah, I've run into him several times. And I've got videos of him in the reruns by Chicago Theater. I wish this thing would get away. I'm so tired of trying to talk over this truck. It's so annoying. But, I know I'm annoying with my voice. People are like, shut the hell up. Here's the Bourgeois Pig here. Look at their nice little sign. The Gatsby Speakeasy. Yeah, you go to the Gatsby here, the Bourgeois Pig here. Summertime, people are always sitting outside in that courtyard. But is everybody ready for Christmas here? Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, the New Year, holiday sale. Yeah, I wouldn't ship anything on Amazon. You're going on strike. You might not get there in time. It's too late now anyway. Yeah, I run into him a few times there. That's good. But hey, thanks for letting me know. I'll look for that video. And here we'll head up Lincoln Way here. We'll bounce around Lincoln Park here. Hey, thanks, Laura. Thanks for that's why we got options. That's, you know, some people have commented on my reruns. They're like, your voice is annoying, you talk too much in your videos. I said, please watch this Gemini. I said, if you want to see Chicago content without somebody talking over it, watch this Gemini. And I hope they do. And some people would rather, like you, have a voiceover, a conversation, some interaction. He doesn't live stream. He records his and then he posts it later, usually, because you can't, it's very hard to live stream 60 frames per second, 4K resolution, you know. And that's why the quality of videos are so much better, and that's what people expect on YouTube. But here, we'll head up Lincoln here. We'll go past the Biograph Theater, the John Dillinger, where John Dillinger was met his end there. Hey, I'm glad we're on YouTube. I got a streaming restriction on Wednesday morning on TikTok for saying the word marijuana, and at least on YouTube I can say it, and we can show head shops and things like. Not that I'm promoting it. I'm just showing the world as it is. You know, I show bars, I show beer advertisements. I'm very hesitant to show any head shop stuff on TikTok because they censor, even though it's legal in the state we're in. Here, Lincoln Park, Taquito Street here. Everything's gonna be shipped late, yeah. You place an Amazon over it December 3rd, and it's finally coming Saturday and Sunday. It took like almost a month. No way. So here's, okay, you know how I always see, look, they're working on the Biograph sign. Look at that. Well, it's like in front of it there. There's Lincoln Station, they had a fire. There's Lincoln Hall. This is the Biograph Theater. This is Lincoln Avenue. Taquito Street. Here's where they got the mural of John Dillinger. I've shown this millions of times. Yeah, I know you've all seen it here on the Lunch Bunch. We've done it on YouTube. We've done it on TikTok. Here's the John Dillinger mural, Public Enemy #1. I'm sure you've seen the Public Enemies movie with Johnny Depp. And if you take the Untouchable tours, they'll stop here. He supposedly died in this alley. People dipped their handkerchiefs in his blood as souvenirs. It was a strange 1934. It was a depths of the Great Depression. People were pretty desperate. And Bonnie and Clyde were killed that same year. Here's the Victory Gardens here. I guess they're working on it. I know this hasn't been used much. I remember seeing movies here when I, 15 years ago, they actually showed movies there. I saw one of the Alien versus Predator movies there, I remember. Here's Millie's. So Lincoln Station's still closed after the fire. I used to shoot pool there. Here, we'll go by the Lion's Head Pub here, or the Lion Pub. People say that's haunted. It's a beautiful British themed pub there. Lincoln Street here. A lot of empty storefronts. A lot of empty storefronts. We'll see if the next administration reverses this and all these storefronts will be... I'm joking. I'm being sarcastic, The economy's the stock market. It doesn't even care about storefronts or people's living wage. That's why all these people got to go on strike because of inflation. But it happened in the 70s, especially in England. There was a lot of firefighters had to go on strike. They had to use the military to put out fires in England in the late 70s because the firefighters unions went on strike because they couldn't even pay their bills because they were dealing with massive inflation in the 70s, as was the United States. So part of the reason the stock market's so up today, there was a positive inflation reading, but who knows? Doesn't feel better. Here, Elliot's Consignment Shop. Born in the USA, there you go. Yeah, you be careful on YouTube. Yeah, I know, Tara. I know. That's the AI. You cannot trust the AI. AI is giving inaccurate articles too. People are pushing back against Apple. Apple made the AI algorithm for Apple News was giving misinformation. I think it said Benjamin Netanyahu was jailed. The AI said that, which it wasn't true. Just a slight factual error. Here, Alkeld. Remember, we see the Alkeld statue there in Lincoln Park. We're on Lincoln here. We'll head up to the L tracks. Maybe we'll get the L going by here. Hey, Christopher, thanks for tuning in. So I'll eventually cut out that footage from TikTok with the snow. I'm waiting until tomorrow. I had to wait till December 21st because I don't want to get kicked out of the Creator Fund. You guys are well aware of my love-hate relationship with TikTok. Sorry, I've been going back and forth so much between YouTube and TikTok. It's hard to... Yesterday I took off. I didn't live stream. I sent a message via the YouTube messenger there that I was at my holiday party at work. We did like a gift exchange, trivia, and had food, and there was a big event after work. But I got out of it early because I hate to admit, corporate office party, holiday parties depress me, and it's because I don't drink anymore. And if I was drinking, I'm sure I would have had a great time because I like the people I work with. But it really depresses me when I can't drink. And I know people are like, I can do something other things, but not in front of my coworkers, you know. They'll see like my eyes all bloodshot. Here, there's the train going by. Here, there's the L train here. We'll go by Irish Eyes here, Lincoln Avenue here, Lincoln Park, Chicago. We got some wind. But yeah, this weekend we're gonna drive to Texas, and then maybe next week I'll pop up a few times. I'll try to hit noontime. I don't know. I'll probably film like once or twice next week at noontime, like Monday or Tuesday or Friday, depending on, you know. And then other times I might pop up randomly on TikTok. There's the L coming by. That's what I want to get. That's the brown line heading north there across Lincoln, just south of Wrightwood, and we're close to we're west of Halstead. There's the Apollo Theater. It's not the Apollo Theater in Harlem, it's the Apollo Theater in Lincoln Park, which is, for years they showed the vagina monologues. Can I say vagina on TikTok or on YouTube? It's part of the I'm sure you've heard of that. It went for decades. That played that vagina monologues theater there. Here's see, they redid this housing. There used to be a different housing. They tore it down and they built this new thing here, but the theater stayed, and they got some nice artwork over there. Yeah, I had a great time. The holiday party was good, except for what I just said about the not drinking part. But yeah, no, I had a good time. That's why I went into work yesterday and tried to stream the snow there on the way home. It looked pretty in Lincoln Park last night. You know, it was the ground was almost covered. It looked good at night. I think TikTok's throttling my count again, but how will I know? How do I ever know? You know, it's just weird when it just like hovers around 100, but maybe I'm losing my audience, which I appreciate you guys on YouTube, the Lunch Bunch. I don't want to really be popular or an influencer. I do this because I love cities, you know, and I'm glad other live streamers like Christopher tune in from New York and other places. Thanks for tuning in there. Check out Christopher Dotson's content there on YouTube, along with this Gemini and everybody else. So here, yeah, we'll get the train going by here. Let's go down this alley here. There it is, right above us, right above us. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? This big giant trains hanging on top of you there. See, this is crossing here at Lincoln here. Let me back up. There, we'll get the end of it there. You know me, trains, planes, and automobiles. Train spotting, as Chris always says. And man, did you see that train wreck in southern Texas? It was by Del Rio. That was horrible. And I almost don't like it when people put those things on social media, because the two conductors probably almost certainly lost their life. A fortunate truck driver got stuck with a wide load on a track, and a train was going like full speed, like 50 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, faster than that one we saw go through Fayetteville, and it hit that concrete pipe and derailed the train. And at-grade crossings, you know, and people wonder why I'm critical of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett bought up all the railroads, and, you know, there's all these dangerous at-grade crossings, and so that's just the cost of doing business. And I know Warren Buffett's a great guy, but with great wealth and power comes great responsibility, and I'm glad that he's giving away over half his fortune, and he's much better than Elon Musk. I agree with that. But he invested in the railroads, and then there's all this deferred pause attraction stuff that they could do, and you know, eliminate at-grade crossings. Chicago's gone a long way to eliminate a lot of the at-grade crossings, even at the suburbs, because, you know, they delay traffic, but it's dangerous. You know, it's dangerous for the train, the conductor, and it's dangerous for truck drivers and people trying to cross at-grade crossings. But that's just my billionaire attack for the day. I should just keep it to Elon Musk, who's trying to... President Musk, let's taunt this guy. The guy is a troll for the world. We need to troll him back and force that guy to feel some shame. Billionaires aren't omniscient. He's just very lucky and fortunate. He's good at making money. Let's see how good he is at running the government. And Trump seems to be taking orders from Musk now. And we'll see how long until he turns on Musk. Everybody's waiting for Trump to turn on Musk or Musk to turn on Trump. Because it'll happen. It might take 6 months. It might happen next week. Hey, we're walking up Sheffield here, checking out the neighborhood here. Hey, Belle, how's it going? Still raining? Yeah, it's kind of a weird wintry mix. Every once in a while, there'll be like little snowflakes. Here you can hear the L train. There, I don't have to talk so loud. Get off of Lincoln. The traffic, the noise of the traffic's so loud. Yeah, Belle, Michael. Hey, Krista, thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, welcome to the Lunch Bunch here. Yeah, things are starting to wind down here. Elon Musk, the nation's troller-in-chief. Positive, negatives, everything. Hey, yeah, the Edith Spurlock, Samson Apartments. I think this Chicago Housing Authority still manages this. They built that. And I'm not for sure about that, though. I need to check these things because I might be spreading misinformation here, just trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about. So everything, turn. There is a season. Yeah, we're in the season of budget cutting. On one end, we're cutting the budget. The other end, we're extending the budget deficit so we can do a tax cut for billionaires and millionaires. And then the rest of us have to take a haircut so they can make more money. They already own everything. Now they need to punish us further by limiting government services. And I know government's bloated, too much government expenditure. I agree. But who wants to be cut first? Who wants to take the hit? Everybody's got their own special interest. Hey, Wiggly Field. No thing park. So here's a nice dog park with actual fencing around it. No one's in it today because it's cold and nasty. From here we'll head up to Diversey. See what's shaking up here. Let's see, do we want to go to Diversey? Yeah, let's go to Diversey here. We'll go to Diversey, then we'll cut down. I want to go under the L tracks there because we got the L tracks here. Yeah, but everybody got big plans for Christmas. Hopefully you don't have to travel too far. And here, what is this? St. George Greek Orthodox Church. I told you there was a Greek Orthodox Church up here in Lakeview. No, this is still Lincoln Park. This is the north end of Lincoln Park. Hey, there's a Christmas tree got blown over there. I mean, I should set it back up. But St. George Greek Orthodox Church. Chris and I walked by here back in June, or the end of May 31st, when we went to the Cubs game, and they were having a block party. They had a Greek street festival here with this church. And, I would have posted the rerun, but my connection was cutting out because the Wrigley Field was messing with my signal. It jammed my signal. Here's the, my self-service provider just sucks. It's probably what it is. Here's, these would be the only scooters I would rent because you could sit on them. To me, it's safer for big, large mammals like me to ride those things instead of standing. I always feel like I'm going over the handlebars. I'd rather ride a divvy bike, big tank. Hey, Anita, Michael, Belle, Krista, D. Michael. Yeah. Your son wants to move back home. Yeah, I know. Housing, the price of housing, I can relate to what your son's going through. When I moved to Chicago, the price of housing was the hardest thing for me to deal with living in the city. how I dealt with it, I don't know how your son dealt with it. I never got a car. I was using my father's car when I moved up here, and then I gave it back to him. And for 26 years, I've lived without a car. Now, I use zip cars, I rent cars with my company. I have to drive when I'm on the road and things like that. I have a driver's license. But yeah, the cost of housing is astronomical. And if you think it's bad in this city, go to New York, go to Austin, Texas, go to San Diego or Miami, Florida, or Atlanta, Georgia, downtown, Peachtree Street, or go to downtown Nashville. And it's just as expensive, if not more expensive. Certainly New York City is more expensive than Chicago, LA, San Francisco. Major urban centers are expensive. Seattle's really expensive. And it's hard. London and Tokyo's are really expensive. And I'm empathetic to what your son's doing, because I remember my cousin Matthew, he wanted to move to Chicago. He faced the same thing. We were going to be roommates, but then he decided to move to Florida, like, because the weather's better. So, you know, I don't blame him. You know, especially he doesn't want to suffer through Chicago winters like I do. Hey, people are having a nice lunch here. And we're up here at Diversey and Sheffield. Yeah, well, I'm going to show you this athletic club. We filmed it before on TikTok. I don't know if I've ever filmed it on YouTube. I don't usually get up this way when we cross the street. This is Sheffield and Diversey. So Lakeview's this way. This is all Lincoln Park. Here's the L Brown line heading south there from the Diversey station. But here, this Lincoln Park Athletic Club, this used to be a German association. They had a bunch of athletic clubs. We looked it up. The building's over 100 years old, and it was always used as an athletic club. Of course, they added these climbing walls in this building in the back. Maybe, I don't know when that was added, but this front part, and I'll cross the street to show you here. It's a beautiful facade, and it's one of these. Yeah, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's your name? Hey,
I'm Brandon.
Brandon, thanks for saying hello. Hopefully, I don't have. Sometimes I get snot on my mustache for Hey,
sometimes I'll catch you on the live stream, and you're like 4 blocks from me.
Yeah,
that's so.
I'm in flux now. I'm on YouTube right now because usually I'm on TikTok, but we don't know what's happening. But it's going to the Supreme Court now, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let's do it. Go ahead. Thanks for saying hello.
Absolutely. Yeah, I recognize your voice.
Good. Yeah, that's what most people do. Hey.
Awesome. Appreciate you.
Have a good day. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Let me get out of the way here. Thank you. Come on, we're blocking the exit here. So here, I'm going to cross the street. Let's see, do I got the light here? We got 7 seconds here, so I'm going to try to cross the street here real quick before the light changes here. Hey. Don't do what I do. You're supposed to go to the crosswalk. But hey, that's nice. You said hello there. Thanks for tuning in here. So yeah, this thing, the Lincoln Park Athletic Club. There used to be these German athletic clubs all over this city and other cities. And see how it says TURNVEREIN Lincoln. See how it says gymnasium. This building. You see how it has like a guy's face and stuff. This has always been an athletic club. Isn't that amazing? Goes back. I think the building was built in the early 1900s. And yeah, look at that. So TURNVEREIN. Let me type that into my other phone here, because I want to make sure I get this right here. The historic nature of this club here, because people are like, just stick to talking about architecture and history and don't talk about politics. Well, here, that's what we're going to do right now. So TURNVEREIN Lincoln Park, Chicago. Okay, good. Let's see. Chicago's forgotten Turner Halls. They were called Turner Halls. Has anybody ever heard of this? There's one at Roosevelt and Western. It's a Volkswarts Turner Hall, a castle-like structure. That's the one there, but there used to be dozens of Turner Halls all over Chicago. There's only 2 that remain. There's this one, and there's the one at Roosevelt and Western. So maybe we'll get down to Roosevelt and Western sometime. I've been through there. I've been on Roosevelt. that way past the Holy Name. Oh no, Roosevelt and Western. Yeah, past the Holy Family. The Holy Family Church is down that way by Blue Island. But it's a German. It's for gymnastic union, a gymnastic movement founded in Germany during Napoleon's occupation. And then they when the German immigrants came to the United States, they brought these institutions with them, and that's why they, created these. They were social clubs. And see, a lot of people in Lincoln Park and Lakeview use that as a health club there. Hey, Alvin, thanks for tuning in. Bell, D. Michael. Yeah. Yeah, Nita. So here we'll go underneath the Diversey stop here. We got 1236. I'm gonna head back towards Clark Street. We might go a little further towards the harbor there if we got time. I want to eventually end up around that Target store so I can buy some last minute items before we travel to Texas here. What's this thing? F45. I think they sell shirts. They sell like athletic wear or something. There's some scooter debris laying in the puddle. But here we'll cross Sheffield. We walk up that way. That'll connect up to Belmont, and we go up to Wrigley Field that way sometimes. There, Potbelly, Lover's Lane. Yeah, we walked through here the other night. Remember, there was a fire truck and an ambulance that responded to the train station here. That was earlier that was like a Wednesday night when we went up to Wrigleyville. Hey, happy Friday, happy holidays. The Nori Sushi Bar. Hey, you got Lover's Lane, Rosati's Pizza. If they may ever go to Rosati's Pizza. Yeah. Hey, they got the Chicago. Hey, we got a huge college game tonight. Notre Dame versus Indiana. And it's going to be cold, but that's a huge rivalry. And Indiana hasn't won since 1898. See there's the historic, this is the Diversey stop. Sounds of the city there. So look at this great mural on the side of this church. We filmed this before. This is, we're at Diversey, and I don't know the name of the street, and I don't see a street sign. There it is, Wilton and Diversey. The lake's that way. Here it is, the Holy Covenant United Methodist Church right here. Look at this nice church here. Christmas Eve candlelight service there. March 4th, 1894. It's nice when they put the date, the building for people like me, so I can sound smart and say, hey, this church was built in 1894, 1 year after the World's Columbian Exposition. But look at this nice mural for a new world. And then they got the Parish of the Holy Covenant, a mural for the New World, Project Chicago mural group. Look at that. Here's all the people that were involved with it. And it's nice when this happened in 1973. This mural's been there since 1973. It is pretty good condition. They kept it, maintained it. So here we'll go down Diversey. So we're gonna start heading to Texas tomorrow. So you can tell all the people that want to rob my place, they can start robbing it tomorrow for the next 2 weeks. I'm joking. That's why I'm really guarded on social media. I trust you guys mostly, but we got people tuning in that we don't know, and people always ask invasive questions, which I know you just want to, you'll find out because, I'll probably be streaming. If I get to the train station tomorrow, I might, on TikTok, I might stream Union Station's under construction. And when we actually get on the Amtrak, it's kind of fun seeing the scene of the downtown receding off in the distance, depending on the view I got from the train there. But we're going to I'm not taking the train all the way to Texas. I'm just taking it downstate. Going to meet my father, who's leaving from near Cincinnati. He's going to meet me downstate Illinois, and then we're going to go to Arkansas, spend the night in a hotel, and then we're going to go to Houston. We break it up that way because it'd be really hard to drive from Chicago to Houston in one day, or from even downstate Illinois. We're here, Mildred and Diversey. Thanks for tuning in here. You were scheduled to graduate in 73. Hey, there you go. Mildred and Diversey. Look how they decorate the pole there. That's nice. Got some garland. There's another one of these scooters with a seat on it. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Hey, so Lakeview's on that side. This is Lincoln Park. Yeah, hit the like there. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in here on YouTube. Got a few snow flurries flying around. But I'll get you some good footage from Texas. Yeah, we'll stream from the Woodlands or downtown Houston. I like going to Herman Park, especially the live oak trees are still green this time of year, and it still looks like fall. How you doing? I didn't realize there was a guy sitting there. It's always funny. I'll be filming a window display just like this, and there'll be somebody right in the window, and they'll look at me like, oh, you know, surprise. Oh yeah, Houston's very spread out. Yeah, Houston, I mean, I tell people, it's amazing. Even, you know, my sister and brother-in-law, they first moved to the Dallas, Arlington area between Dallas and Fort Worth in the early 2000s. And then around, I don't know, 2005, they moved to Houston. It was a larger market. My brother-in-law sells insurance for Aflac. And so, just the amount of growth in the area they live. When we went down there's whole new subdivision schools that didn't exist. They built a whole new circle freeway called the Grand Parkway. It's 99. It's 170 miles. It's the third outer beltway. It's toll. And that was built in the last 10 years. And all this stuff is built up around it. So many people from other areas of the country have moved to Texas cities, Florida cities, California cities, Arizona cities, and they just spread out for miles in all directions. And Houston's one of those. And the traffic's horrible. And it takes you, if you want to drive from one side of Houston to the other, it literally takes you hours to get from one side to the other. You know, Chicagoland's just as bad, but you know, we're not experiencing the same growth. Actually, we're experiencing population decline. Here's a fresh market. Remember, we went in there, we filmed that. It used to be Dom's Market, but now it's back open at least. You all lived in the Woodlands? San Antonio. Yeah, San Antonio is beautiful. And yeah, the San Antonio is the real historic Riverwalk. We went there I went there with my father last Christmas, near the time of the Alamo Bowl. And then, yeah, the Woodlands has their own little Riverwalk. I've live streamed from that right now. If you go back to June, or if you go back to December of last year, I have hour-long live streams where I walk along that canal in the Woodlands, Texas. And we're just waiting to cross the street here. Big party bus. Can't make the turn there, it's so long. This is Halstead. Halstead goes all the way through the south side. We're on the north side. It goes all the way up to Boys Town, North Halstead, and eventually ends. I think it ties in with Broadway up there. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin Gallagher. Tell Frank Gallagher, your dad, we'll sick Frank Gallagher on anybody that messes with it. Yeah, that's good. I'll put the address in the chat. Yeah, I'll put my phone number, my social security number. It's all hacked anyway. How you doing there, Kevin? So who do the Lions play this week? I guess I missed it last night. I don't usually watch football anymore. I might watch the Notre Dame Indiana college game tonight, but the Broncos, what did they play? The Chargers? It was like a big game. It was crazy things happened in that game. But I just saw the highlights there. You see, the snow didn't amount to much. I didn't think the snow was going to amount to much. It looked pretty, and then it turned to rain, then it turned to snow. We were in this wintry mix. Maybe people north and in the suburbs got more snow. I know people in Michigan got some more snow. And and Wisconsin. Drove away from Dallas in '95, went to the Great Northwest Washington State. Hey, the Pacific Northwest, that's beautiful there. Thanks, thanks D. Michael there. Yeah, I've been to Seattle a few times. It's beautiful. You know, I'm friends with Major Hustler, you know, online. I never met him in person. We've talked about meeting up. I'm sure if I go out to Seattle, we would hook up because he always rides around on a scooter. He's got like 100,000 followers on TikTok. He's like the mayor of, the TikTok mayor of Seattle, Major Hustler. His name's Tim. Hey, mud to spicy. We're on Diversey. It's mild to spicy. Mild to spicy. I said it. I read it right. I see the dotted I there. It's Indian cuisine. Honey Cafe. Oh, the honey badger. Don't mess with the honey badger. So here we're on Diversey. We walked through at nighttime. Now we're walking through at daytime. Maybe we'll check out the Borders bookstore. Store closing. American Mattress. Oh, nothing last. Spent one day in Seattle and said, nope, it wasn't the place for you. It wasn't your Starbucks cup of tea there. Yeah, I understand. See, different strokes for different folks. That's what I tell people. Some people say, I can't stand Chicago. I'm like, fine. You know, go somewhere else. You know, different, you know, you don't have to love this city. This city's a hard city to love. You know, it's like Anna Robb walking around Detroit, you know. Detroit's great, it's coming back, but it's still a hard city to love. It's, you know, just like Chicago. We got positive, negatives, everything. Cold winters, bombed out areas, but you know, some areas are nice. Hey, there's Trader Joe's. Yeah. There's a Nando's right here. We just went by Half Shell. Half Shell's a great surf and turf place. We talk about that. You can park on top of the roof of the Trader Joe's there. Got a nice view of the city, actually. I should go up there sometime. I would be kicked out. Look, they did that in case so their windshield wipers wouldn't freeze to their windshield if we get wintry mix. But then you hope somebody doesn't snap off your, some jerk will snap off your windshield wipers. Hey, they're dancing, enjoying the holidays. There's the new Barnes & Noble. We went in there. We got 1247, so we'll do it some other time here. We'll just head down this 5-way intersection. We'll go all the way down to, we'll go down to Pine Grove, and then we'll circle back. Hey, look at these planters. I like these planters. There's a dog. Hey, how you doing there? Yeah. Walking the dog, Diversey Hotel. Yeah, Camano Island, Bellingham, Birch Bay. Yeah, you can take all those ferries. I took one of those ferries we went across. You got amazing views to the Seattle skyline, the Puget Sound there. Yeah, it's beautiful in the summertime. Wintertime, it could be like 6 months of rain, but summertime, it could be 6 months of beautiful sunshine. You see the Mount Rainier in the distance. Yeah, Seattle skyline there. So here we'll cross the street here, Diversey and Clark. And this is where Broadway breaks off here. I'll show it to you. I'll spin around here. There's the 76 Diversey bus. If you take that bus, it'll take you to the Peggy Note Art Nature Museum. And if you go the other way, it'll take you to Logan Square, and it'll take you right to the Blue Line stop that you can go to O'Hare. So sometimes if I go to O'Hare, I'll take this bus. I'll catch it at Peggy Note Art, and it'll take me over to the Blue Line, so I don't have to go downtown. Kind of cut off the pass there. But there's Broadway. Hey, thank you. Thanks for saying hello. That's awesome. Yeah, that's good. Ah, see, people still recognize my voice. At least there's that. There's that guy. Hey, the pigeons. Somebody filmed on, I think it was on a short, maybe it'll be on TikTok or Instagram. I'm sure it was staged. Somebody put a pigeon hat, they put a little Santa hat on a pigeon. And there was a pigeon walking around, and that went viral. Some little pigeon was wearing a Santa hat. Hey, we got the light. Good, so we'll cross Clark Street here. Oh, the city's bustling at lunchtime here. Not too bad. Yeah, thanks, Jared. Thanks for liking the big cities here. Yeah, see different strokes for different folks. I like living in a city too. All the chaos of the city. There's always something going on. For good or for bad. For better or for worse. Yeah. Pete, Hazlet, Michigan there. So what made you not like Seattle? It just was too many bums or something, or just too expensive? Yeah, there's a lot of crunchy people there. You know, Seattle and Portland are probably even more liberal than Chicago. I know that's a stereotype. Chicago was surprisingly more diverse in this last political election. It wasn't straight blue. It was amazing how many people who live in Chicago voted for Republicans this time around. Just shows you the state of the nation at this time here. Here's, we'll see what happens in 4 years here. Lincoln Park Hotel, it's all boarded up. So this hotel didn't make it. You want to buy a hotel? The Diversey Hotel is going okay. That used to be a Days Inn, and then now it's its own brand. Just like the Lincoln Hotel used to be a Days Inn. You Should Eat talks about that. This is a really nice block of storefronts here. See how they got above and below, and it's just this beautiful concrete facade of storefronts here. You were looking for space? Oh, yeah. There's not a lot of. I mean, you know, I guess it could be kind of cramped there. A lot of port cities. Seattle's downtown's interesting because it's on a hill slope. It's on a like a little bluff there, which makes it interesting. You got like steep, like San Francisco steep streets right in the downtown. But it's beautiful. I went to the Space Needle, went up to Capitol Hill. We partied up there in Capitol Hill. I was in Seattle in the 90s when there was still the last remnants of the grunge was still there. But that didn't last long at all, did it? It lasted like 2 years, 5 years. Hey, you can get your haircuts there at the sports stadium, nail salon. They got the urns. This is Diversey. We're on the border of Lincoln Park's to the right, Lakeview's to the left. We're heading towards the lake. We're heading eastward. We might just go grocer. Yeah, the Pigeon Santa. Look for it. It's a funny viral video. Maybe it'll pop up there. Yeah, let's head down this way. I filmed the Brewster, which is the Charlie Chaplin building before. That's Pine Grove. Pine Grove has beautiful stuff. We'll walk down Hamden. This is Hamden Court. This will take us right to the Dewey's house. I know I filmed the Dewey's house a million times, but I mainly want to check on the Second Church of Christ Scientist. And actually, let's walk through this alley because this will take us right. If we go down Pine Grove, it'll take us right to the Second Church of Christ Scientist. What used to be it's being renovated for housing, and you can see the dome. This is an interesting perspective. You see that dome? That's in the background. That's the backside of the Elks Memorial, and you see how we've gone inside there. I got TikToks and YouTubes of the inside of the Elks Memorial. There are other people who filmed that too. It's beautiful on the inside. It's neoclassical war memorial there. The Order of the Elks there. Remember Ralph Cramden and the old well, actually they were part of the Moose, and then I think the Frontstones, which was a parody of the Honeymooners, they had their own lodge. It was kind of like the Elks, but they were wearing like the moose hats or something. Or no, there was like a big furry hat or something. I forget. Old Ralph Cramden and on the Honeymooners there. There's the there it is. There's the Brewster. So there's where Charlie Chaplin briefly lived there for like 3 months. He slept on some guy's couch when they were working in S&A Studios. We've done videos on S&A Studios, which is in Uptown. There used to be a movie industry in Chicago, just like New York City, before the 1920s when everything moved out to LA. And Charlie Chaplin was a part of that. He didn't like Chicago because, I don't blame him. In like 1915, Chicago was pretty dirty. Crowded. But look at it now, it's empty. Here's the, yeah, you see the back of the Elks. Look at this beautiful block of buildings here. Some people call me the Space Cowboy. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice. But I speak from the pompatus of love. Is that a word? Is pompatus a word? Or did he just make that up for that song? What's pompatus mean? Am I saying it right? Oh, Steve Miller. That's good there. We like quoting all the old songs there. Did I say that right? Yeah. Philly, thanks for watching from Philly there. Yeah. Philadelphia's great too. We like the older cities. The East Coast cities are great. I'll have to get to Philadelphia sometime. I would love to do some live streaming south of the downtown there, all the neighborhoods just like Rocky. And they got the beautiful parks there that go along the river, all the great museums and the colonial stuff, the nice little squares. Philadelphia, good transit, connect to New York and Baltimore and DC pretty easily. Here's yeah, so this used to be the 17th Church of Christ Scientists. Remember, look how the housing is growing up where it used to be the parking lot and the interior. There used to be a dome. The original church was built like in 1900 something, and it changed hands. They gutted it. They're keeping that facade. They got rid of the shoring, so I guess it's tied into the steel there, the new structure that's risen within that historic facade. And that's why I wanted to get some footage of this. Thanks for sticking on here. So we'll go past this, and then we'll go up to those beautiful apartment buildings with those lobbies, and then we'll go by the Dewey's house, and then I'll sign off, because then I'll just walk over to the Target there and get me some last minute groceries here. Yeah, so I was going to ask if there was any live streamers from Philly, but yeah, it gets old. I can relate. You know, I'm sure they were a great, maybe they're just taking a break, or they just got tired of doing it, because, you know, there's positives and negatives, everything. The perils of live streaming are legion. Sometimes something happens to you on the street, you get freaked out. Like, not everybody likes live streamers. Some people get threatened. You know, people heckle you in the comments. It just gets old. That's why I got great moderators that really, if I didn't have moderators, I would have given up on this a long time ago, because you just get wore down by the common denominator of just what I call TikTok brain. You get the same question over and over again. I'm sure, like in Philadelphia, what's the best Philly cheesesteak? What's the best Philly cheesesteak? Over and over again, every day. And, you know, if you don't answer, then people are like, why don't you answer my question? I get, what's your favorite pizza? What's your favorite hot dog? I'm like, I've already answered that. Where do you work? How many steps do you do a day? You know, like, what does it matter? People are just trying to make conversations, all it is. And they don't realize that, you know, I've been asked those questions thousands of times and answered it thousands of times. And the people that tune in over and over again, they get tired of me saying it over and over again. Here, look at the nice griffins here. They get tired of me complaining about what I always complain about. Here's yeah, this looks better at night. I got a TikTok at night where a spider gets me, where we could stay look into this lobby. See, we got reruns of all this stuff. I just walk in circles. Hey, look at these nice apartment blocks here. Man, we got some wind. Hey, thanks for tuning in here for the YouTube lunch walk here. I hope everybody has a great holiday week next week. We have both Christmas and Hanukkah starting on the 25th there, or Hanukkah starts on the 20th. Christmas is only one day, of course, but it coincides this year, so we can all celebrate together. There's the beautiful Dewey's house. Dewey's was a beer baron, just like Schoenhofen and Thurr and the guy Frederick Wacker. All built amazingly, you know, ornate mansions to display their newfound wealth, because they were all German immigrants that came and made a fortune before Prohibition selling beer and liquor and importing it. Here it is, the Francis Dewey's house, out of Adolf Kudel and Arthur Hertz architects, 1896. So this was built after the World's Columbian Exposition, and then everybody wanted a Renaissance revival, Baroque, French chateau to display their wealth. Look at the amazing statues supporting the porch there, and then they got, this was built later in the 1920s, and so they wanted to build something to kind of showcase this. They got it decorated for Christmas. This is nice, the Dewey's house there. Historic Register here, National Historic Register. This is on Wrightwood and Hamden. Hamden is that street. This is Wrightwood. And then this house, there was like a relative at this house, and they kind of looked at each other through this courtyard. So these were kind of built together, and they almost have the same style there. Yeah, beautiful house there. You want your web TV? That's good. Well, we'll keep this show on the road. Thanks for being a nice, loyal audience. Hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Yeah, we're going to hit the road tomorrow. I'll probably be on TikTok tonight for a little bit. Once it's dark, we'll try to see some Christmas decorations. And then if I stream tomorrow, it'll probably be from the Amtrak at Union Station. And then we're going to hop on the road there. My father's going to meet me downstate Illinois, and we're going to head to Texas. So once we get to Texas, yeah, if you miss me, that's fine. We'll try to post reruns. Go to the live tab on YouTube. I'm starting to cut down shorts and clips on YouTube, and we'll continue to have a presence on TikTok. TikTok was thrown a lifeline. The Supreme Court's going to take up the decision on January the 9th, or January the 10th. So we'll see what happens after that. So thanks for following me on both platforms. Have a good rest of your Friday. Happy Friday. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I'll check it out. Check out Philly there. Fresh Grocer, #1 hoagie place. Supermarket. Yeah, that's great. Female mayor. We never had that. Hey, that's great. Yeah, let's celebrate. There's finally a female mayor in Philadelphia. Yeah, we only had like 2 in Chicago. We've had Jane Byrne and Lori Lightfoot. So that's great. Nice to hear that. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube and everybody else there. John James, Krista, D. Michael. Yeah, blessings. Everybody have a nice holiday season there. And yeah, thanks for Sherelle Parker. Good. Thanks for the good information. I appreciate that. I always enjoy when people tune in from other areas of the nation, other cities, and all around the world. So we'll keep on keeping on. We'll get you back to Clark Street here. We'll show you Wiener Circle. We'll end it at Wiener Circle here. See, we came full circle. We came to the Wiener Circle. It's not the best hot dog joint in Chicago. It's just a unique place. They kind of heckle you like Ed DeBevick's. Triumph the Insult Dog went there, and Marshmallow played on the roof there last summer, and I missed it because I was out of town to film the eclipse. But there's a neighborhood hotels in this beautiful building. You can stay right next to the Wiener Circle. They got a bar in the back. This is Clark and Wrightwood, and there you can look back and see the John Hancock. So hey, thanks everybody. See you later there, Nita. Nita, thanks for being on. Tara and everybody else, have a great day here from Chicago, Clark Street at Wrightwood. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus for the rest of us. We'll see you later there. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks a lot.